Oh, hi, y'all. Today we will talk about writing equations. But check this out. It says demand equality. People will always demand for equality. It could be equality of race, of religion, of culture, or sexual orientation. And the best symbol they use is the equal sign. The equal signs mean what? The issue on the left is equal to the issue on the right. And now in math, we will also write equal equations. Equations. We will write equations in words and we will write equations to represent real world situations. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, so in the previous lessons, we've been talking about expressions, okay? Expressions are like this. It's made up of terms. It's made up of coefficient, the number before the x. That x is a variable. And if a number is alone, we call that as a constant, right? It's an expression, 5x minus 3. Okay, so we simplified them, we use distributive property, we combined like terms, a lot of work about that. But now we will evolve into equations. From the word equal, it's basically two expressions with an equal sign in between. So the only distinguishing mark, I repeat, is the equal sign. All right, so focus is equations. All right, so basic here is words and phrases that designate math symbols. Okay, you see the symbols here, right? All the symbols are here. So in addition, okay, you have words like sum, okay, added to, you know this one, the total of, okay, read all those words. Okay, in subtraction, you will see words like difference, less than, take away, decrease, and other words. Read them all. For multiplication, off is very popular. The word off, all right? The factor, okay? Times, of course. Triple means what? Times 3. In division, you remember the word quotient, divisor, split up evenly. Okay, okay, this is the important thing. How will I know if there's an equal sign? Look at these words. Is the most popular. It could be are, where, was, will be, yield, sold for. Is the most popular word for equal. And parenthesis meaning I have to do this first. The quantity of, okay, twice the sum of, times the sum of, times the difference, plus the difference of, meaning I need to do this first, okay? So, but take note of this one. There's a lot of words, but people are always confused with this because there is no commutative property for subtraction and division, meaning in subtraction and division, you cannot switch the numbers. The order is important, but take note of the word from. Say it again, from. And less than. Say it again, less than. Whenever you see these words, the numbers would switch places. Okay, for example, you read the phrase 12 less than a number. Will I write it as 12 first, less than minus a number? Wrong. I cannot follow the sequence as I read it. Because of the word less than and the word from, I will switch places. The X goes first and the 12 goes next. This is the correct order. Remember, less than and from switch places. All right. Okay, so this is a symbol. Actually, it's an equation. How did you know it's an equation? It has the equal sign. All right, so you could normally will read this as 2x plus 5.4 or 5 and 4 tenths is equal to x minus 2.9 or 2 and 9 tenths. But you won't write it as it is. You will try to use other words. Okay, let me give you two examples. All right, so this is one way. Twice a number. See that? Twice a number. That is represented by this. Okay? Added to. Added to. What symbol and words would relate? That word added to. Okay. All right. What else? 5 and 4 tenths. The word 5 and 4 tenths is obviously this one. 5 and 4 tenths is that one. Okay. And the most important thing to make it an equation is the equal sign. The word is. There, it correlates. Is the same as, oh, not just is the same as, sometimes it's just the word is, but you know, this one means equal. And then the next one is what we could see as a number. Okay, a number. Do you know what number that is? We don't know. So that's why we choose what? We choose the X. That is the number. The number which you don't know. And what did we do with that? The minus, obviously. That's the minus. And then the lastly, it is what? 2 and 9 tenths. There you go. 2 and 9 tenths. See, each of those words, each of those symbols translated as words. There's another way to say that. Instead of writing twice a number, you could say double the number, right? The word plus. Okay, plus for this one, 5.4. You could use this word 5.4 is equal to, that's the most, direct to the point, is equal to 2.9 less than. Remember the word less than? Whenever you see the word less than, they switch places. Actually, the X goes first, right? Because of the word less than. We will now also write, a statement or words into symbols. How do we analyze that? Let's start with the variables. Maria's bank account, let's read this first. Maria's bank account balance tripled and then lost 35.50 and is now $13. Okay, so let's start with the variable. The variable is the X, the missing number. And what is that? Maria's bank account. I don't know what that is. So the bank account, this is your X, right? The word tripled. Tripled means what? Tripled means times 3. That's tripled. What is a constant? This one is always the same. Lost $35. Lost $35.50. And then is now the result. So something will be equal to 13. Okay. The operations is what? Let's see. It could involve tripled is multiplication, tripled. And then what else? Tripled, tripled means times 3. What else? The word lost means minus. Okay, let's put them together now. Maria's bank account is the X. Tripled means times 3. I put times 3. See that? And then lost means minus 35.50 and is now $13. So this is our equations. From words, we were able to write it as symbols. All right, the next one would be, sometimes we write the correct or incorrect equation, but how would we know which is it? Okay, let's analyze first the words. Let's read the words. The product of negative 5 ninths and the sum of a number and 3.1 is 13.7. Okay, important words. Obviously, that's is, so there's an equal sign. The product means there's a multiplication, all right? Of negative 5 ninths. So negative 5 ninths, something will be multiplied by 5 ninths, negative 5 ninths, and the sum means plus, of a number, you don't know the number, and 3.1. 3.1 is equal to 13.7. 13.7. Okay, write those symbols on top first, then let's put them together. The product of negative 5 ninths, 5 ninths, will be multiplied, the product of negative 5 ninths, and the sum of a number the sum of a number and the number plus 3.1. Okay, the product of negative 5 nines. So this will be multiplied by the sum of these two, okay, is equal to 13.7. Okay, that's the correct equation. But sometimes people will write it this way. The product of 5 nines, negative 5 nines, and the sum of a number, and then add 3.1 is equal to 13.7. They are totally different. Why? Because if you use it this way, you will have to multiply first. You're not multiplying these two first. If you follow the order of operations, no. It wants you to gather the sum of a number and 3.1 together. These two are together first, then multiplied by that. Okay, the use of the parenthesis is also very important. Now let's try Ingenuity problem. So let's see 2/5. 2/5 is there, 2/5, yes. 2/5 of 9 was 2/5 multiplied to 9 because of means times. Okay, not you. 2/5 of a number. This looks okay. 2/5 of a number. 2/5 of a number. I see 2/5 of a number. That's fine. Okay. This has 2/5 of 9. No, it's not multiplied by 9. So it's either the second or the third. All right, let's see. 2/5 of a number is 9. Is 9 meaning 2/5 of a number is equal to 9. It's missing some other terms. So it cannot be you. So let's see the third one. 9 more than, more than, they're switching. 2/5 of a number, then is the answer 9. So this one makes sense. This one makes sense. All right, let's analyze first and let's see which is wrong. Emma read the statement, the quotient of 6 and a number x. Quotient means what? Divide. All right, 6 and x. So how do you write that? The quotient of 6 and x. Does it show 6 over x? So you know she's wrong there. Is the same as, you see the equal sign, negative 2, I see my negative 2, times the difference of x and 4.5. So this goes together, x minus 4.5. But what did he write? She multiplied 2 times x immediately. You cannot do that. The x and the 4.5 should be together as one. So there should be a parenthesis here. And this is not multiplication, but division. All right. So let's see. She should have used division. Okay, so yes, check. She should have included an equal sign. There is an equal sign. She should have used parentheses to show that negative 2 is multiplied by this one. Yes, there is no parenthesis, but there should be. So this is one of the options. She should have subtracted the difference, x minus 4.5 from 2. No, it's not to be, it's not subtraction, it is multiplication. Okay? She should have used parentheses to show that negative 2 is multiplied by 4.5 minus x. No, the order is what? X first minus 4.5. So these are the correct answers. Those are Emma's errors or mistakes. Next, every 7th grade at Martin, let's read this. Every 7th grade student at Martin Middle School takes one world-class language class. 1/10 of the 7th grade students take French. 18 7th grade students take French. Which equation represents S, the total number of 7th grade students in the middle school? Okay, let's analyze first. 1/10 of the 7th grade take French. Do you know how many 7th graders there are there? We don't know. So let's see. 1/10 of the 7th graders. Let's use the 7th graders as S. All right. 7th graders are the S. 1/10 of the S. And then it says 18. And all of this is equal to 18. All right. We want to see an equation that looks like this. All right. So let's start with the bottom. Is it times 10? Did we multiply S by 10? No. Did we divide S by 0.1? No, we didn't. All right. Is 18 equal to 10 divided by S? No. It's actually S divided by 10. All right, so 1/10, actually, you could write it as a decimal as 0.1. S is equal to 18. So obviously, the first one is our answer. Okay, the last problem. Let's read the problem again. Jade has 451.89 in her checking accounts. So the money in the bank. After 3 checks, each for the same amount, are deducted from her account. They remove a certain amount, 3 checks. She has 358.92 left in her account. Assume she makes no other withdrawals or deposits. That's all the thing that she did. Which equation represents C, the amount of one check in dollars? Select 3 options. Okay, let's analyze first. So this is the money Jade has. Okay, so 451.89 in the bank, and then there are 3 checks of the same amount. The same amount. So let's write that as the X, and then 3 times of that. So 3X are deducted. What is deducted? Minus. You took away the 3 checks worth a certain amount, and she has, the resulting money is 358.92. Okay, this is our main equation. Equation because we have an equal sign. Which of the following will be equal to this? Obviously, the second one. All right. Is it possible to add that? Yes, because if we add 3x here, we will add 3x on the other side. That cancels out. This will be 451.89 is now equal to 3x plus 358.92. Okay, it is also equal to this. Okay, where is that? So this one, the second one. How about the third one? Instead of writing 3c, they wrote c plus c plus c. That also makes sense. Okay, how about the first one? Did we subtract c alone? Did we subtract c alone? No, it should be multiplied by 3. So not you. How about this? Did we multiply 3 by subtracting the amount first? No, that's not it. So not you. So these are the correct answers. So guys, we got it. That's the end of the lesson for today. Remember, results is equal to action plus motivation. Good luck.